right, finally. Bre Woods.
Yes, yes.
It's been a long time coming.
I appreciate you.
I'm happy to be here. I'm just so thankful. I know you've been doing a lot of work and just getting it in. Big stepping.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we got that out the way. Let's talk about you. Where you from?
So I am from Seattle, born and raised, but I got a little Detroit, Michigan in me too. That's on my dad's side. I was out there up until 9, and then I've been out in Seattle since then. So
You a CD baby?
yeah, I'm a CD baby. Both the parents. Look, I ain't had no choice.
What was it like growing up in the city?
I definitely was a hood baby, like I said. I was ripping and running the streets, and I was a tomboy for so long. I didn't dip into my soft girl stuff until high school ish, but my mom had to pull me up out of the city because I was stealing and smoking weed and selling drugs and the weed drugs. But it was it was a good look.
You got that effect on motherfuckers, man. It's some hustling and
Yeah, man, come on. You don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
And a lot of success stories as well.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, when did you realize that you had a passion for doing hair?
To be honest, I didn't think this was in the cards for me. So unfortunately my mom, she's the original hairstylist. She's been doing this for 20 plus years.
Wow.
She did the wig installs, braids, flat irons, the pixie cuts, all that, you know what I'm saying? And I was just that kid. I was just the outside kid, and then once I got into my my feminine area, then I was like, okay, well, I guess I can do something. But that wasn't until after I left the dispensary. So yeah.
So it just came natural to you, pretty much.
It did. Outside of the hustle from my mom, I used to always watch her do hair, always watch. And at first I couldn't part for shit.
Wow.
I couldn't part, man. It was, but now you can't parts me off league. Stop playing.
What was the first style you ever did?
I think it was the 2-strand. That's the most natural, basic style that someone wants with locks. Yeah.
Would you say that's your favorite style? What is your favorite
style? Not. No. So I'm I love to freestyle. So any freestyle is my favorite style. I'd be surprised at myself sometimes. Damn, I did that shit okay.
And I was going to ask you that too. So I'm going to skip up a little bit. But so do you like when people know what they want, or you just prefer to come in and just have a blank canvas this is what I'm going to do for you?
Either or works for me. I do love the ones that don't know what they want, because once I do freak my little shit on their hair, then it's oh my gosh, I never thought my hair could do this, or I would never see myself wearing this, but then they love it. It's definitely a confidence booster for sure.
That's what's up. I know they can trust your vision. So how long have you been doing hair exactly?
So it's been going on 8 years totals. But the thing about it is it was a hobby for me at first. I really didn't plan to do hair, like I said. So, and then I think it started, I had a little boyfriend or whatever. He had locks, and I used to maintain his hair. Okay. And so that's where it kind of came from. But outside of that, I used to do I had some cheer babies. I was a role model on a point in my life. So they had locks and they didn't have nobody at the time. So I would keep up with their hair, and then it started from word of mouth, and then I just okay, well, look, I'm gonna just start doing locks then.
And right now, this is what you do. This is your career path.
It is. Yes, it is. I quit my job in July of last year. Yeah, and that was a deal breaker for me, because I've been a 9-to-5er my whole life. Me too. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I just felt like I was so much bigger than it. Yes. And I didn't see the path that how society allows us or kind of pushes us to go. They say school, and then college, and then work, and then retirement. And then because I was in that kind of field of retirement, I just didn't feel like, I'm like, I spent all these years at a job that might not even support me for real when it comes to that time,
and
you know?
You when they get to
Man, and we're at an at-will state. Like, come on.
I want to tell you just how brave that is to leave that and to venture off into trusting yourself so much. It's very inspiring, and like, I'm just starting out, you know?
I appreciate it. Keep going though, like whatever it is, because I was very intimidated when I made that decision. And it took me literally like 90 days to fully and I still was on the edge, because it's almost like a walk by faith, not by sight kind of thing. Yes. You don't know the unknown. We are so used to the norm, or the regular shit we go through, and we think that's how it's supposed to be. So it's like, once you step outside of your comfort zone, it's very intimidating and scary. So I appreciate that you saying that, because I was feeling like I was a sucker. I was like, I don't know.
I have a love-hate relationship with the internet and social media.
Oh, same.
But I started using it differently since I've been, trying to do interviews and meet people and support local businesses, and watching you grow and your evolution. And you were doing backpack drives and giveaways and all this stuff. Can you just tell me a little bit more about
Of course. So I started doing the giveaways. It started actually with my Luxury Made Cosmetics. I have my marketing assistant, which is my sister. We had came up with this idea of doing a self-care bundle thing. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. So I implemented that on giving back to the community with my naturally homemade products, and that turned out well. So I just every so often I just did a giveaway, do support in this way, and I'm gonna give back this way type thing. And it definitely worked for me. And then I was also a part of, I think Devontae Parsons, he had a bowling thing going on. I didn't even know that was going to be on the news. I see myself on the news. I'm like, and that was last minute stuff. Just from another entrepreneur noticing another one and giving me that opportunity. It was amazing.
And speaking of your sister, Exclusive Taste LLC.
Of course, supporting all this, yes.
I reached out to her for a logo for the first time that I tried before COVID. It's everything that I wanted, exactly how I wanted. The prices was right. Yes. And I found you. And here we
Connections, look, see?
You said Dante Patterson?
Pearson. I think, or Parsons, yeah.
Okay. And then you working with him and doing something for the community, and then bam, here you are on television. There's something so powerful about us sticking together and working with one another, and that's what I'm trying to build right now.
And you got this. You're on the right track, and I appreciate you for this opportunity.
I appreciate you. It's been a long time. Tell me. What type of music do you listen to when you do hair?
Man, stop playing R&B only. We don't do the Sexy Reds and Cardi B's. Maybe in the car, but not in here. I want peace. I want serenity. I want relaxation. I want you to step in here and forget about the world. So I want to make for sure that it has some type of relaxing ordeal going on. I don't play that.
I'm an R&B
Let's stop playing. They don't make music like that,
So what are some pet peeves when it comes to a client? What's just come on, get your stuff together.
Pet peeves, clients that rush. That are self-centered. It's if they have a booked appointment or something like that, and I'm behind, they just feel or entitled that the client who's in the chair is less important than them. And it's happened quite a few times. I wouldn't say it hasn't happened more than 5 times. So it's happened quite a few times though, and those kind of people, they're no longer welcome in my shop, and I try to keep the peace. I try to respect all clientele. I try to build rapport with clientele. So that's important to me. And I'm very transparent and flexible too. So I kind of want that back from my customers, I always say all my customers are lying to me. I don't really have to force myself to be oh, I can do your hair. I'm a Loctician. It's either that or word of mouth.
How spiritual is Locs for our people in this?
Very much so. I'm big in the chakras and stuff like that. And those who aren't aware, we do have our chakra, which is the crown, and it's at the top. And that's pretty much where my logo and stuff came into effect, you know. So a lot of people are typically like, oh, well, there's not two ends in Crownn. Well, for me, I feel like I provide nourishment and nurturing to people's crowns, which is why I have two ends in mine.
Preparing for this, I started like, well, when did Locs? This goes all the way back to BC before.
Yes.
The strongest man in the Bible, Samson, had locks, and the Bible said they cut 7 of his locks, and he lost his strength. Like, this is a very spiritual thing for people. I've also been noticing. I wanted to ask you: have you been seeing more women go to the natural?
And is okay.
I love that body.
Yeah, natural is yes, natural is still in. Stop playing, okay? From the hair to the body, stop playing.
How important is a person's hair to their self-esteem?
I feel like huge, because I have clients come in here daily. They'll come in here with either a bad mood, or you can kind of just feel like their energy's off. And then once they get their hair done, it's like they're a new person.
Yes.
And I feel like that's why I feel like that is so rewarding for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I really didn't have bills and shit like that, I would really do hair for free, because I like that energy exchange I give to people, you know? And I feel like that's why a lot of people fuck with me too. Yeah. It's important to see who you have in your head too. That's another thing. So
listen, I've been to different barbers and they done cut my face up.
Man.
And I have one barber and I pay him to come to the crib, or I go to him. Like, there's, like you said, it's very spiritual and there's a connection there. You know, and you're very important.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I never realized that it was of a big importance until I actually got into the field. Mm-hmm. You know, and then I'm like, damn, like sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I actually make people feel good for a living.
We're here.
I fucking love you. You're hilarious.
I'm about to add funny, hilarious, delusional. Everything that they said I was, I am today.
He's like, yeah, fresh Retwist. What is you talking about?
I got the barrels.
Crispy. Look, okay.
Crispy. Nestle won't be audition today, today. That's the only way you can shine this chocolate.
Accepted applications. Partially. Yeah. Maybe it depends on how I feel.
Yeah. From Androids to iPhones, we don't care. Come through.
I'm Brian. You did just say that. So
yeah. I said duo. You can still see me. You got media still.
I'm great right now. I'm fucking crazy.
I told them.
I love how that makes you do.
Yeah. This is amazing. You guys, if you're not thinking of Locs, at least go get the 2-hand strand. Man. One time.
Natural twist too. You know,
in the land of the goats.
Stop playing, literally.
And I bitch would be funny. She was trying to be funny. Say, ooh, I don't know what to do with this.
So
Bre, what's this? She do. Every time.
Immediately
I was about to take a nap.
Down, so
I know what it is.
Hey. What advice do you have for people doing their own hair?
Be patient, because society does not teach Black women how to take care of their hair, unfortunately. Be patient, be confident in yourself, you know, and then be open to either try new things, because you never know what you really like if you're accustomed to the same shit all the time, right. You know?
Try new things.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, how do you like doing your own hair?
Man, stop playing. Okay, so there's sometimes I be look like a bum, and that's like my laziness.
I can't even picture that, but okay.
Look, everybody says that, I'm like, shit. But I actually love doing my hair, because I am a walking brand. So, you know, I have to make for sure that I keep myself in the sense of, okay, well, I need to be creative with my hair so I can get the attention, and I know I'm going to get those, oh, who did your hair type thing. And then that gives me a way to promote.
Yeah. Walking billboard.
Come on, stop playing.
So this is the question that I just been holding in, but what was it like the day that you got your shot from beginning to end?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna take it back. So again, my mom, she has always had like her own little personalized shop in her home, and that actually has been a part of like a family tradition throughout the years. So knowing that, and then seeing my mom actually walk through the steps And then it trickling down to me, like, you know, I started in my mom's basement, and I was doing that for a good 4 years straight. I had no intentions on really, you know, leveling up. I had no intention that I just liked what I did. But then I noticed I was getting a little bit more traction than normal. And my regular customers, I was starting to get a lot of new customers. And I felt like my mother's home was too intimate to continue to do that. And unfortunately, one person did steal something out my mother's house.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely had to knock that shit out. And I feel like this was so ordained for me because I remember I went out to eat, and it was like the Mizu's over there in South Center. And that was the first solo salons that I seen. And I remember, I think we were walking to the dollar store or something, and I walked and I seen like the little inside of the person's shop, and I'm like, that's hella cute. I can see my, like, you know, it's crazy. Like the visual, you need a visual for real before you manifest something. And unknowingly, I was manifesting this and not even really putting any thought to it. So I did that, and then there was like this little barcode, so I scanned it, and I'm just looking on, you know, the inquiries and stuff like that. I believe it was over the weekend. It was like a Saturday or Sunday. And I hit up the person or the owner of the shop. She hit me up 24 hours later. And then from then, she said that they had only a few more spots left. And so we had scheduled the next soonest available time to meet. And I believe it was on a Monday. And so I came in here, she showed me the different shops and stuff like that. And then I picked this one, and then she was like, well, yeah, you need deposit this, deposit that. And, you know, so we went through all the paperwork. It took me 24 hours to really sit on it because I didn't want to make any hasty decisions. I had, you know, good clientele, but I didn't know if it was going to be consistent. None of that. But so I did a lot of deep thinking, and then I believe she was like, they were like running out of spots because I didn't put my deposit down or anything yet. And so I gave it that 24 hours. By that Wednesday, I came in, I paid my deposit, and I got my keys. And I was like, this is me. I did that.
So what inspired you to start LocMyCrownn, and what's the journey been like?
So I honestly am going to say it was really solely based on self at first. And because at first I didn't have locks, and I was doing locks. You know, and so for me to have that commitment, like I remember I was talking about it a lot, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want locks, but I wasn't ready yet, you know. And I remember I started my locks around COVID time when the world stopped. And I was like, well shit, I don't plan on having nobody, you know, I ain't trying to look raggedy, can't nobody do hair or nothing. So I was like, I'll just make the commitment, and I'll start mine. So I feel like through me building my business and my brand, it was also building a new relationship with myself, and rebuilding a new me, because I definitely was going through a spiritual journey too right before I did it. Yeah. So yeah.
What makes your work unique for clients on their lock journey?
It makes it unique because every client that comes in here, I treat them the same, but in their own unique way. Me and my clients each have a special, unique connection together, regardless if it's the very first time that they came in here. Like, but sometimes, like, I feel like a lot of clients try to feel me out, or I have to feel them out, but I feel like it's the unique connection that we just share with each other, you know, and knowing that I'm putting love into your hair, and knowing once you sit in my chair, if you need a therapist, or if you want to vent about something, or you just want to be quiet, or you want to take a nap, you're able to be safe to do that here. And people know that.
When I came in, just walking all the way in, and I came in, it just felt good. Like, I had a little anxiety.
You're good.
But I feel at home, you know, feel like a cousin to me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I also want to talk about Exclusive Taste LLC and how did they support you in growing your business?
Man, that is my partners in major ways. Like, she created my website, my marketing. She gave me it. She really gave me the foundation for real. Cause I didn't know shit about being a business owner. Like, you know, and I'm still learning. There's still failures and stuff. There's still, you know, but all of it feels good because it's what I'm building. It's what I'm doing. But I have somebody special to me that can help bring my vision to life. And that's an amazing thing because not a lot of people can do that. And she is so gifted in what she does. Like, it's literally like she's a part of my brain without, you know? So,
I try not to waste her time at all.
At all.
And when I ask her something, it's like, damn, like, she gives you
business, yes.
So perfect. And I think a lot of people, I'm hoping that her brain gets out there too.
It is.
Yours as well.
It is.
You know,
in the name of Jesus, it is.
She's like a missing link that people are kind of sleeping on, and they don't know that aspect. You know, there's a lot of Black businesses going out of business right now. And I feel like if they would have knew about her services, things could have just been so much different for them. Yeah,
I definitely agree. And that's why I am trying to utilize her as much as I can.
Me too.
And people who see that the success in my business is because I'm following, you know, her protocol. I'm, you know, doing shit by the book. I'm doing it the right way. I'm investing in her while investing in myself. And a lot of people don't want to do that.
Right.
You have to spend money in order to make money.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's business.
Of course, especially with resources. With people who are successful in life, they share their resources and money with people. Absolutely. That's how you become successful.
Yeah. I like to say, you know, if I'm the smartest person in the room, I might be in the wrong room.
You're in the wrong room for sure. Because if there's 10 motherfucking crash outs or broke people and you about to be the 11th one.
Come on.
Okay.
Speaking of 11, that's my favorite number.
Okay.
We're going to move on to the lightning round.
Okay, let's go.
I got 11 questions for you. It's going to be kind of rapid fire.
Okay, let's go.
But for the first one is coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea, okay. Dog or cat?
Dog. I got both though.
Oh, yeah. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
To be invisible.
Invisible.
I'm robbing a bank.
That's the first thing I thought.
Give me some money. Give me my money.
Your celebrity crush?
Trey Songz.
Trina.
No, facts.
Okay. If you could have one mentor for 1 year, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. I lucky feel like I got my mentor, and that's my sister.
Right on. I love that.
I already got it.
So, what's your dream car?
Mercedes-Benz truck.
The G-Wagon joiner?
Those is cool. The regular bodies, I like those. Yeah, the G-Wagons, they're a little bit overrated.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
iPhone, me too. Who's your favorite local artist?
Local artist? Let me see. Who have I been listening to? I listen to, because my sister, she listens to a lot of the Seattle rappers, and she be putting me on. What's his name? I like Mike Jack shit.
Mike Jack?
Yeah.
My daughter.
Oh, shit, want that shit again?
She wanted to have him at the birthday party for 2016. I was like, nah, little homie.
Hey, look, okay?
I'm now, but he is hard, though.
He is. I fuck with his music.
I gotta find him. I ain't heard him from him in a minute.
Okay.
Where's your favorite local place to eat at?
Stop playing. So I love Simply Soul Food, and then I love this teriyaki spot in Burien. I've been going there since I've been 18 years old, and it's called I Love Teriyaki.
I've been there before.
Bussin', stop playing.
So, do you have any advice for beginning entrepreneurs?
Yes. Step outside of your comfort zone. Be okay with the unknown, and stay in prayer.
Amen.
Yeah.
I like it. So last question. If you had one wish, what would you wish for?
Peace on earth for everybody.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You sound like a supermodel. You sound like... Thank you so much.
Of course.
I just got one more question for you.
Yes.
So I have a ducktail.
Okay.
And I would like you to lock it for me.
I would love to. Yes. Hell yeah. I appreciate this. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
And we'll follow up again too.
And will. You can follow me on IG at LocMyCrownn. That is with 2 N's. Or you can go on Facebook and find me as the same as LocMyCrownn. It's LocMyCrownn.com if you're trying to book. You can also book on IG as well. But if you do go to IG, you can definitely see my booking policy there. Or if you're trying to book purposely for yourself, go ahead and go on LocMyCrownn.com and you can check out what's available for you today. You can follow me on IG at LocMyCrownn. That is with 2 N's. Or you can go on Facebook and find me as the same at